Hey everyone, we're as it says, we're doing a little bit of a test today. We'll see how things end up going, but yeah. Since it's a test, let's go ahead and swap things for a second. So, I'm doing a test to see how hey, I see Chief, you're over on the YouTube side also right now. But on that note, yeah, I am testing, doing simulcasting to both Twitch and YouTube. The purpose of this is both to see, admittedly, I'm looking for a few things. One thing I'm looking for is, does this Restream surface put a watermark on it? It's not supposed to because of the way I'm using their free service, but I don't necessarily trust that. You know, we'll see if it does, and if it does, I'll be a little disappointed. But that just means I have to try other things. The main reason I am, there's really two reasons I admit that I'm doing this. Twitch is still going to be my primary stream service that I end up using. But, to be fair, I'm hoping this may help. I'll be honest, this is pure just analytics and whatnot. I'm hoping maybe it'll help things grow a little bit more, and even if it doesn't, it makes it a whole lot easier to deal with VODs, because apparently YouTube now will put the VODs in its own little live tab versus mixing it up with the rest of the videos, it looks like. So that'll mean that I don't have to export the VODs after the fact, they'll just be up immediately, and I won't need to have the two channels for it either. So I'm going to hope that helps a little bit as well. As I said, though, Twitch will still be the primary one that I stream through because, admittedly, Twitch gives... I'm currently affiliate with Twitch, so I have more access to tools, but also, I don't think YouTube lets me do things similar to, like, the channel points or the crowd control. I can do crowd control through YouTube, but I'd have to constantly be posting the crowd control link there, and you would have to buy it always through PayPal or Stripe versus being able to use bits. And you couldn't use channel points to get free bits, so, you know, there's limitations, of course. And I at some point have to see if I can get GuileCarb linked into that as well. If not, I might just have GuileCarb have to go through me on the YouTube side of things. But, yeah, just please let me know what you guys think of today's stream, because as I said, this is going to be a test. But to be able to do the test, we're going to go ahead and do some casual things in Final Fantasy XIV today. I'm going to start off with doing some frontline roulette. I'm also realizing, hold on, there should be something else here. Chatting chat. There is something not here. Ah! There we go. Right, I resized that so it didn't show up properly. Anyway, that's there just to show I'm currently in the live channel. There are some people who I have who are able to just join the live channel. And yeah, admittedly, if I end up doing some roulettes, I will end up going ahead and opening up that to everyone, except for the first roulette I'm going to do today. That's the first roulette I'm going to do today. Is just going to be a frontline roulette. After that, I'm going to do it's probably going to be a alternating of do a trust, do a roulette, do a trust, do a roulette. Because I figure that's a nice way to kind of get a good check. You mainly like YouTube because it lets you listen to the stream without needing to have your phone. You know what? That's fair. And I hope that helps things out then with you, Chief. It does mean you don't earn channel points on the Twitch side. But yeah, like, that's the idea of trying to make it so it is easy. Yes, technically it might mean things get fractured and split. But it also hopefully will help things out going forward. But anyway, I've stumbled around enough. The last thing I was just trying to get at is, when I get to roulettes, if anyone wants to join, you will be welcome to join. You just have to come over to Crystal Balmung and let me know that you're over here, and I can toss you in. Well, at least come over to Crystal. We can then probably figure out how to get people in after that. But yeah, we'll do it that way, and then if possibly for voice as well. Oh yeah, no, I'm not blitzing the trust all at once. That's why I'm saying roulette a trust. Roulette, a trust. And yeah, we'll see how things go. Also, you know, another thing I'm going to do that's different from normal. I'll keep Fubar running today. Just for something different. I hope the volume is decent, but I figure let's, if we're testing some things out, let's give that a test as well. But yeah, that is not the thing I want. What I want is to click that one. And but yeah, let's go ahead and bring up 14. And yeah, as I said, I'm just going to start with Frontline Roulette. Because, well, this is why. I'm so close. All I need to do is one Frontline Roulette. We don't even have to win, and I get the Oppressor today. So we're getting that Oppressor. But let's head on in. I don't care about my durability being low. I'm using this for Reaper experience. At some point, I might actually sit down and try Reaper, but if you notice, my Reaper's gear is way behind. I've not worried about leveling my Reaper. In fact, if you take a look at my Dragoon's kind of in the same bad spot, only worse because they don't have gloves and they're using level 1 boots. Yeah, I kind of let my maiming classes fall behind. Yeah, honestly, if I can do if I can just get in the habit of doing 1 trust a day, that should help a lot. Also, I don't know if those boops went through. I should double check that. Are Discord boops going through? Indeed they are. Well, let's fix that. I've got time. This queue hasn't popped yet. But yeah, like I said, also let me know how the audio level... You guys... Okay, yeah, it does show sound cable A, so you guys can hear the music, I'm hoping. On your days off, you'll still get your channel points? Fair enough, Chief. And admittedly, if you want, you can always just tune into the Twitch one for like 10 minutes to get your streak bonus. Then again, it's going to be it's going to require Leo tripping for anyone to catch up to them, I think. 125 streak. I'm sorry, you're now at probably 127 day streak. Alright, so I'm hearing that there's a little bit of a delay on the YouTube side. Just 126? Okay, fair enough. Yeah, also, I can't have the YouTube chat show up. This is one of the weird things with doing simulcast. I can have the Twitch chat show up, but if I have the YouTube chat show up, I'm then violating Twitch's simulcast policies. So, yeah, things like the stream avatars, I think are always just going to have to be Twitch side only. But I will see about, like I said, trying to get Guile Carp hooked into the YouTube chat side of things to also do some of the announcements. And to be fair, make sure people there are aware, I'm primarily on Twitch for most of the interactive stuff. Who's ready to watch me die horribly in Nadam, though? Is it doing... It's doing Cave Story. Okay. Wait, does the Cave Story... Huh. I'm going to have to update some of my OC Remix downloads. None of these OC Remix downloads that are currently playing right now are things I got, like, 10 to 15 years ago now. So they don't have the album art encoded in the metadata. And that's the thing I think I can get fixed later. really, also at some point, I just need to come up with a better... Oh, geez, that's a lot of them. Anyway, as I was saying, I just need to come up with a better stream playlist at some point. Yeah, no, they're going to win that one off of me. Oh, hey, look who's getting pinched. Okay, I won't lie. Come on, let me get it. Got it. Thank you, adders. You took every other point. Oh, jeez, I just noticed the adders took every other point. If you guys... Sorry, I'm getting very... I've had 2 cups of green tea because I was starting to fall asleep, and I'm realizing it's a mistake because I have no focus. I am everywhere. You can, Man, you can tell I have had caffeine. I can't hold the thought for more than half a sentence. Anyway, as I was trying to say, along with, what I'm... Step back. Currently, I only have really 2 days a week that I do non-Final Fantasy XIV streams. And technically right now, this week, I'll only have 1 day that'll be a non-14 stream. At some point, I want to start getting back into the... I would love it if I could get into doing more games on stream. Though, I also don't want to overload myself with streams because, I'm going to be honest, at the end of Dawn Trail, I was streaming a little bit too much. And I definitely could feel it. But, you know, that'll happen with doing basically a 6 to 7 day a week stream schedule while also working a 9 to 5. And trying to do transcriptions. And, yeah, even my LPs have fallen to... Yeah, rating 5 days a week as well. Like, I also had wanted to start to continue doing LP specifically for YouTube, but to be fair, the last one of those I recorded was the Dokapon Kingdom with Bree, and it's been a while since I did, it's been quite a while since we did that. And, part of me wants to start doing more again. I'm dead. But in addition to wanting to do more, I need to have the time to be able to sit down, properly record, and then go ahead and edit them. I had an idea for some... Really, there's 2 games I would want to do at this point, I think, if I did another YouTube LP. One would be Prodigal, because that's another Color Grave game, and I need to play that before I play their latest game, Veritas. Because Veritas is a direct sequel to Prodigal. And also, it gives me, you know, more lore into Curse Crackers, because they're all part of the same universe. And I'd like to get more of that. I like the universe that they've set up. I'm just going to harass this Samurai. Really? I thought I was going to slide cast that motif. Anyway. There you go. I stole someone's knockout. Oh, I got that comment in black at the right time. But yeah, Prodigal is one of the options. My only problem with that is I've never played that game before. And Curse Crackers is the one exception to what I'm about to say. I don't like the LPs I put out of games that are my first time playing it as an LP. Unless it's a game that I know is going to have, hey, I could do a level, I can do like 1 to 2 levels, and it has a clear cutoff point. Because if it has that, I can have clear points whereas I end the episode. But then you have things like, if you've taken a look, I did a basically a blind LP playthrough of Blossom Tales, and I liked the game, but I did not like what I put out for that because I had no idea how to break things up for it, so it kind of looks like a really bad stream highlight in the end. Meanwhile, oddly enough, then there's things like Mario Galaxy, which that was an on-stream game, but because of the nature of the game, I could still break it up in post and have it look decent. So that's the conundrum here. Because along with Prodigal, other games I kind of want to do an LP of are I'd love to do an LP of In Stars and Time. I ended up streaming my first bit of the game when it came out, and then I ended up playing the game off stream and found out that's like a 40-hour RPG, a lot longer than I expected it to be. That one, because I played through it, I have an idea as to how I could chop things up potentially for it. Like, it has a natural progression of how I can divide episodes with it. And it would force me to have to learn some additional editing stuff, but I think there's some interesting edits I could do with it. Other things I kind of think you guys will have to tell me about how you feel about this, but I also kind of feel like if I do another blind LP playthrough, I think it would be better to do it as like a Metroidvania, or more to the point, I feel doing a blind LP of a Metroidvania works better for a lot of them than trying to do it on stream. Because another thing I ended up doing on stream long ago, which it's not on the VOD channel, it's actually on the main channel, I'm pretty sure, is I ended up playing through Hollow Knight. And yeah, those are 8-hour-long videos. Those are not viewable. But you also if you ever look at them, I am wandering like a madman without a map for a large part of it. And I don't feel like that really adds to things. To be fair, it might be different now if I did it, because one of the problems back then, admittedly, was the fact that I was streaming to nobody. I streamed to nobody for years, and that's fine. I'm going to admit, one of my biggest things with streaming has always been it's an excuse to help me get through games I haven't played before. And also for Final Fantasy XIV, oh, you hollowed grounded. For 14, it's also there to just have recordings of what we're doing in things. Oh, Garcelle isn't up? Holy cow, that lasts forever. Anyway, also a recording of what we're doing for things. And that lets us be able to look back on them. It wasn't until Dawn... Like, I've been streaming, technically, since Heaven's Word came out. But it wasn't until Dawn Trail that I really started doing the highlights. Or Dawn Trail. Endwalker. It wasn't until Endwalker I started doing highlights. And that was, to be fair, partially a thing of... I wanted to... In all honesty, it was I wanted to learn how to do editing better. And honestly, I think I've managed to get that. I have a long way to go. I am the most amateurist of doing video edits, but I am on a rant today, aren't I? Yeah, this is really a different stream from normal. I guess this is also what happens when I am hopped up on 2 cups of green tea right before we go. Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Get me out of that death trap. I don't care that I only have 22. I'm alive. Where was I? That murder ball just made me lose my train of thought as to where the heck I was. That and also the caffeine being I'm having such a hard time. Oh, right. So yeah, I mainly did it for video editing, and right now I'm not doing as much of the game clearing stuff. But along with, I think it was actually before Endwalker started, is when it was I think it was like in, I need to take a look. It was sometime in September I decided to actually start trying to do like LP stuff. And man, if you see the first one I did, it is not good. The first 3 LPs I ended up doing for YouTube, I am glad I did them. I learned a lot through doing those. But I will also say, oh, hey, I'm falling off. They are not, I'm pretty sure they are very painful to watch through. Both in terms of audio quality, how I did edits, both how I did and how I didn't edit. And that's another one of the keys when I'm doing these LPs, of not just knowing, okay, how do I edit, but trying to figure out what do I actually cut out? What is actual, like, for lack of a better term, chaff, versus what is kind of needed to know where the heck am I? How did I get here? And for games that I've not played before, that really becomes a problem. Especially if I'm just wandering around like a madman, because I'll admit, in the past, I've played... Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh, no, he didn't stand Kensetsu me. Okay, good. In the past, I've watched LPs, and I admit, the LPs I've watched... The people I think I've watched the most of do LPs are Chugga Conroy, and Chugga Conroy, Proton John, and Lucajin. And I'm also going to be frank. Lucajin is the reason why I'm a VTuber, because seeing her actually go ahead and do it in her late 40s got me past the, oh, but this would be so... Got me past the, oh, but people will... I don't know how to describe it in any other way. It got me past the cringe of, oh, but I'm in my late 30s, or I'd be in my 30s doing this. It feels creepy. You know what? Maybe, but it makes me happy. And I've been doing this VTuber thing since the January after Dawn Trail came out, or keep on saying Dawn Trail, after Endwalker came out. Just calling all the Dawn Trail stuff Endwalker stuff. Now I'm calling now I'm doing it the other way. You know what? That's fair, and that's not my goal at all, Betrayer. My goal is not to do this. Like, I want to be entertaining, but this is also still always going to be a thing for me, myself. I'm going to stream for myself. That doesn't necessarily mean that people will enjoy what I do. I won't always have, a ton of followers. But you know what? Like I said, I've streamed to 0 before, and I can still enjoy it. The fact, though, that I have a lot of you who are now regulars, has, I admit, it has made this more enjoyable, though, because it is fun talking back and forth with everyone as I'm going through and doing things. And it's fun sometimes just doing doing stuff with you guys, like when we've done, like what we're going to be doing today, of doing some of these dungeons, or doing some roulettes. Again, you guys don't have to join. If I do it myself, that's fine. It's just going to be as a note, after I do this, I'm going to do a leveling roulette. So if anyone wants in, you basically have about 20 minutes to hop on over, because that's about how long this trust will take. On that note...
Would be a pleasure as always.
No, Graha, you are not part of Group A.
My fates are not yet sealed.
Group A is the old timers crew. And yeah, we got that. But yeah, I keep on losing my train of thought. I'm a fool. Oh no, my portrait. Whatever. Ooh, I'm guessing you got a new gaming mouse then, Hanana. What sort of thing seems to be the trouble, if you can tell? Actually, what am I doing? I shouldn't use that food. I got these to go through. Oh, is this an old... Is this, like, you got a new version of an old mouse? Or just you had to reinstall? Also, I can tell it has been a while since I last did this.
My turn.
I am missing an important skill, and I don't know which one it is yet. Oh, well, I'll find out eventually in the future. Anyway, yeah, I've been rambling a lot of things I'd like to do, and that's, to be fair, is pretty much what keeps on happening to me every time I have one of these ramble stream moments. Same mouse when you started up the PC. I'm sorry if I misspoke for the Corsair thing. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. Now I see why you're saying Corsair. What a good company. Same mouse when you started up your PC. The mouse keybinds were set to default. Oh, fun. Did it up... I wonder if it auto-updated on you in the background or something. I forgot to do something that's important. Oh, well, I'm sure Thancred will be fine. I admit, again, one of the reasons why I am doing Pictomancer this way is because I don't want to subject people to my terrible playing of Picto right now. I'll worry about subjecting them to it at a later point in time. But yeah, check if the program just updated on you for some weird because I had similar problems with the Logitech one originally, which, to be fair, Logitech gives you an option of, do you want the keybind saved on your computer or saved on the mouse? And yeah, I save it to the mouse because of that problem. Does mean I'm going to be I'm going to be up a creek one of these days probably, but still. Only 3, not enough. Anyway, going back to games. Games I wanted to play. I mentioned Prodigal, but my problem with that is I don't know how the game ends up really playing. I'm sorry, Freya, you said hi earlier, and I forgot to mention, to say hi back to you. But yeah, hi. And yeah, no. I will say this, though. This is because I've had terrible experiences with them constantly. I will never buy another Razer product. Razer products are terrible. I highly discourage people from getting Razer products. I don't feel like... they're not good quality. Every Razer product I've had has broken within a year, or started causing my computer to blue screen, which basically is the same thing as them being broken. Leo, you I assume, are a fan of Razer products. Like, I know they work well for some people, but for me, I'm cursed with them. Wait, they still make the Naga? They were making that back in, like, the early aughts. I would have thought they would have retired it. I'm glad they haven't, because I know people like them. Oh, great! So, yeah, there was a new update that bricked it? Oh, perfect! Lovely! You had to throw on your phone... looking at Chief from YouTube. You had to throw on your phone charger at work because you were watching some... Oh, well, hey, At least your phone's getting charged, right? Will I get this off? Yes, actually I will. Also, I realized I should have used that comet I had held. Oh well. Oh well. Yeah, so far it seems like it's working properly, and that makes me happy. Like, I am glad for this. I'm going to have to check how the VOD ends up looking later. And there are other things I'll have to mess with. But yeah, at least for my initial purpose, this is definitely a success. Which does mean, you know, the VOD the VODs for Final Fantasy IV are going to be split between 2 different channels, but you know what? That's manageable. You always tether the ones you spawn first. You know what? Let's just get this one here. The EVGA, you don't get it. Yeah, the Steel... I remember, like, Steel Series being one that a lot of people loved. For me, I've got the Logitech G600, and it's one that I really like, though I also understand why some people wouldn't like it. Especially because, let's be honest, there's a long time where Logitech did not have a good reputation. Like, they had a reputation of being the cheap stuff.
I will not hold back.
Over this way. Haha! I still got my first cast in here. I don't remember what button I am missing for the proper, all the buttons combo, but I'm pretty sure it's something I get, like, at 100. Stola trying to get me killed. Well, no, she's not really getting me killed. I went to her spot, I guess. So I do use that button, but I don't use it for what they intended it to. That is my push-to-talk button. So, for those who aren't aware, the G600 has basically, like, you have your left and right mouse button, but then it has another button that your ring finger sits on that they have a thing called G-switch for it. I don't know what the heck that's supposed to be, but it honestly is a very comfortable push-to-talk key for me. Granted, I also have foot pedals for push-to-talk, but the push-to-talk for foot pedals, to be fair, is whenever I'm using a controller. And also they're there for, I should really remember to paint first. They're also there. Hey, mate, thank you very much for the 7-month resub. The foot pedals also really help when I'm speedrunning because I end up getting a triple foot pedal. The one on the left, I still haven't figured out what I want it to be, but the others are, I've got the one on the right is my standard push-to-talk, and the one in the middle, I slam down for my split button when I'm doing speedruns. Because it's just a lot easier to have my foot do the split. Also, when I end up doing these with DPS, that's when these are going to go the slowest, I believe. When I'm on tank, and actually possibly even... Oh, no, healer might also be slow, because I don't know how well I can get the NPCs to actually go and pull more. But on tank, these runs will go faster because I can wall-to-wall trusts on tanks easily. You have a Razor Death Adder? That's fair. Yeah, but as Betrayer said, he also has a large hand and needs... Like... The weird... Hey, Red. Welcome. I'll admit, the weirdest mouse I've actually ever used is not a trackball. I'm a monster. I've used trackballs. In fact, for the longest time at work, my mouse was a trackball so that people would stop touching my computer at work. But, the weirdest mouse I've ever used, and this is going to sound weird. Yeah, weirdest mouse, weird. There was, in high school, we had to go do some, mandatory levels of community service, or else we couldn't graduate. Well, what I ended up doing was, I went and helped, someone at a library. Basically, they had me putting on security labels on books and things like that, but then they had me help them with, some more stuff, data-wise on the computer, and they let me use their, mouse on the computer. Where am I going? And that's when I learned there are left-handed mice. It took me a couple hours for my brain to rewire, but I eventually got used to it. But it's weird because it does also invert the mouse button. The left mouse button is on the right, and the right mouse button is on the left. I keep forgetting to paint! I really should stop. Yeah. I'm not going to forget to paint. What am I saying? I mean the other way. The other way. I'm not going to remember to paint. I'm going to constantly forget to paint. But that's because, look, I don't play this class enough, and also I'm talking about so many other things. I will say, actually, all things considered, that library, that helping in the library was kind of fun, all things considered. I also enjoy how I ended up apparently... I may have made someone else at the library look real bad, because in the, one day I was there, I ended up doing what was a month's worth of work for someone else. Which, I'm pretty sure they were not happy about that. But, I just ended up having a system of, okay, here's how I cut out some of the annoyance with putting the things back in or putting those labels into the book, and then just was able to, okay, they're in here, they're back in order, I've inserted them, let's get the next group of 10. You're finally doing this. Well, hey, once you get it done, congratulations on your Bahamut book. The Heavensward relics are, in general, the Heavensward relics, I think, are all pretty good. There's definitely some that are a little bit less than others, but in general, I think Heavensward has the most, it has the highest number of relics that I enjoy. You've done 3 so far, Red? Fair enough. Betrayer's finished every single one. The Madman has finished every single one. Also, I need to keep I just realized something I am missing over here. Can I set... There we go! Timestamps on the YouTube side. No, Betrayer, I'm not going to stop outing your insanity. You who have reached max level of every crafter, every combat class, and I think you are now at max level of every decent now? To quote yourself, you have completed the dad trials? This isn't bully. This is, look at this person. Look at what this person has accomplished. Ooh, Freya, which Realm Reborn relic did you go for? I am doing this so poorly. I do like the ARR, ARR. I haven't actually seen the ARR one. I do really like the, Thancred. Why? I guess that's on me for going into Thancred's spot, but I didn't expect him to go to the, you know, farthest corner. That's one thing with the trust. You gotta learn where they're going to go. Oh, right. I subtracted palette. Can't hit that button if subtractive is up. Ha-ha! I did dodge it. Oh, no, 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 no. Sumner, it was your main in ARRs. That's fair. Admittedly, on a similar vein, that's why I ended up doing for the Scholar Relic in ARR. And that's how I got the book that is brighter than the surface of the sun. That book is too bright. It is too freaking bright. No! Why? So last time Y'shtola went into the center, which made me think she was going to do that again, because she's what pushed Thancred out. And this time she went over here. Admittedly, I am glad that for all the relics, they have the, oh, you like the previous step? Well, here you go. You can just buy that as its own glamour item. Give them an, okay, that's fair. So I have to pay attention to that next time. Pay attention to wherever they're closer to. Thancred? I know I'm a Picto, but come on. I guess I should have targeted whatever he was hitting first. I guess that's kind of on me. Also, does Urianger charge Thancred's, bullets? Because I know when you're doing these in, Shadowbringers, you needed to pair Thancred with Reen, or else he couldn't use his, cartridge, skills. Because she charges his cartridges for him. But, I mean, she's not here, so I'm assuming Thancred must do it. Or Urianger must do it now. Also, I turned on the timestamps and I forgot to go through what Chief had said now over 10 minutes ago of Chief, you apparently use a Trinity. I'm not familiar with the Trinity Naga. I used to use the Razer keyboard as well until it started blue screening my computer, I found out. And I also used to have a Razer headset, and I think the Razer headset is, well, correction. I did not have the Razer headset. My ex had the Razer headset, but we ended up eventually hooking it up to the TV so that I could play games while they were asleep without waking them up. So I used it a good bit. Let me be clear. I should be clear. It wasn't mine, but they were allowing me to use it a lot. Well, let's just use this so I can get to Rainbow Drip. Thank you. Trinity has 3 interchangeable faceplates, an MMO plate, a MOBA plate, and an FPS plate. Fair enough. Does it just change how it looks, or does it actually change, like, some of the button configurations, Chief? Also, one thing I do have set up is, through this restream thing, which, again, I'm hoping it hasn't put a watermark anywhere. It doesn't look like it, and it shouldn't be. But again, I don't trust until I see that. It gives me the ability to have I can view a combined chat. I just can't have a combined chat on screen, per Twitch's rules. But, anyway. I don't know, I'm getting distracted. That's what I do. I get distracted. Currently farming Alexander for the Precision Springs. Do you still need 10 of those per, or is it only 1 per? Oh, yeah, no, that's true, Betrayer. Being distracted while doing trusts is a good thing. Like, admittedly, that was one of my things I wanted to try doing with trusts, is trying to do it on stream so that I could talk with people while I do it, and don't go completely insane! Or at least don't go more insane than I already am. 3 per, but you end up needing 30 overall. Okay, at least it's not what at least they cut it down to basically 1/3 of what it used to be. And for the interchangeable plates, it's literally the buttons. The MMO one is the standard. Okay, the one problem with the YouTube chat is that it is blocking some of the text because it has a, hey, you want to use an emote, right? Button right where half of the chat is. Anyway, going back to what you said, 12 or so buttons and so on for, okay. Okay. Here's the question, do you ever change the, do you ever bother changing the plates, Chief? Also, I'm trying to remember, you had an option of using the precision stuff, or there was something else you could turn in to get the things, and I always remember doing the other option when I was going through, simply because running that much Alexander just drove me insane, but also I was doing this back in Heavensward when it was almost on content. Okay, so it's poetics or runs, fair enough. And to be fair, these days, the runs are probably faster because you go in, you blow it up immediately, get your thing, rinse and repeat. So it's probably like 1 to 3 minutes a run. That's fair. Admittedly, I do remember eventually you get to, once you complete one relic, you're then at a point where you can basically do every step concurrently, because you can do leveling roulette to get one of the crystal types. I don't know if the Aether Oil for Crystal Towers exists. I think they moved that somewhere else. You had... No, Alexandrite was ARR, but still. Like, I did enjoy that they had the option to do that.
Prove you are worthy to rule.
Alright, I think I'll be able to get this to work nicely. What is even playing? Oh, okay, something from OC Remix from Donkey Kong Country 2. Okay.
Tear the hunger of roiling waters.
Okay, so that's... You basically need 1,500 stones to... stones. Yeah, no. 1,500 tomes to complete that. That's not too bad, actually.
Chronicles of Eld. Recount the fury of erupting peaks.
Already have 3. Perfect. Oh yeah, and then you have the, like, sand step, but if I right now, if it's anything like it used to be, I'm pretty sure the sand step is, hey, do you have a crafter? Just get the lowest level script and turn it into those blue script tokens. Because that ends up being the fastest way to get all that you need for that. I probably should have used my tempera coat for that. Lessons learned. Okay, so I see I should be in this corner, apparently.
Spirit of my brethren, your thunder roars!
Did he... No, he didn't get any. So I did stop him from getting them, at least. That's good.
You're my fury.
Yeah, that right there is part of what it is. Especially now, because you can do old purple script stuff and just get it for free, basically. You get it with hitting 2 buttons. Trained Eye, then Groundwork, and you're done. And sure, you don't get good experience from it, but man... Oh, I sure casted and didn't... I sure casted out of instinct. You don't get experience, but you still get good... You still get okay purple script for it. Actually, you know, later I need to take that into account to figure out... Actually, no. Going with the current level is going to be better for me for purple script farming, if for no other reason than simply because... words. It's going to be better for me because I get more spirit bond that way. Like, the lower level stuff, if it's like what it was with the lapidary hammers that I ended up doing, you don't get as much. But considering the materials may be easier to get and the craft is even easier than what we've got now, it might not be a bad thing to do. But it all depends, especially on if you need any annoying materials. I am a-okay with it being the you don't get as much experience for doing the below level ones, but I do really appreciate that they have it whereas you get what's the word I'm looking for? You still get decent purple script. So it gives you a alternative option if you are behind on like gear and you want to use that as a way to speed up. Alright, I'm a caster in here. She's never going to use this. Because I'm a DPS, so I get priority. Which means I should have used it before. Oh well. Yay! That's one... Wait, what? Oh, hey! I got Wondrous Tales out of the way. Also, I got new pants, I think, right? Yeah, I got new pants. Oh, hi! I didn't have this music yet. And my warrior might have a new weapon. That's good. When I first was doing this, my warrior still had the, like, the classical axe. They were very far behind. Oh, yeah, that is a new axe for you. Ooh. That axe is impractical, but I like it. I like it. I don't like this part of it. But if this was solid, I'd love this axe. Now then, as I said, I'm going to be doing a leveling roulette next. Does anybody want in? No worries if not. As I said, I just kind of want to throw it out there in case anybody wants to join. What is in need for here? Okay, yeah, so I'll probably be doing it on healer unless someone else joins that wants to do it on healer. And we have no actions. Let's fix that. And you got white mage to 100? Nice. Congrats, Red. Yeah, the first pure healer I got was Astro because in all honesty, I am currently liking Dawntrail Astro, but that's because Dawntrail Astro is very much like Stormblood Astro, and Stormblood is when I actually picked up and started playing Astro, and I actually did enjoy how it worked then. I ended up dropping it in Shadowbringers because I was allowed to do DPS, so I picked up Dancer, and then I tried it a little bit in Endwalker, and I didn't like the seal system. I especially didn't like how overly the Astro opener was just too busy. Like, I was just constantly confused because it was, I had to make so many split-second decisions with it, and doing that in the opener and keeping people topped off was a little bit, it was too much for my brain. I fully admit it. I still believe Astro is the hardest of the healers to play well. It has a ton of utility. It has a lot of things that do make you have to think as a healer on the healing side of things, and you have a lot of timers to maintain, and that's why I know why some people gravitate towards it. You aren't sure how you feel about Astro and Dawntrail Chief? That's fair. Like I said, I like it, but that's because it's back to how it was in Stormblood, because I do like the idea of, I've got cards that do other effects, but the one thing this has over the cards in Stormblood is that the cards with different effects are useful. Even though they had different effects back in Stormblood, it was always, you're going for the balance, or after the spear change, you're going for balance or spear, because damage or crit. You didn't really care about the others, because you couldn't rely on Bowl for mitigation. People would yell at you if you gave them arrow, unless it was a black mage, because it desynced them from everyone else. If people needed Spire, unless it was for a meme, you were in trouble. You generally Royal Roaded Spire to make your card AoE. And the Ewer you might use, but you used on yourself for mana. To be fair, in general, you actually ended up using Lucid Dreaming and, what's the spell called? We still have it, but it doesn't do the effect anymore. Celestial Opposition, I think, is what it was. I think it was still this one, because back then, Celestial Opposition did a AoE stun, but more importantly, it increased the timer of all of your buffs by, I think it was by half or something. So you would use Lucid Dreaming, and you would use your cards, and it would be awesome. My cards are lasting longer on everybody, and my 1 mana regen is lasting longer. Yes, Betrayer. Zoro was a good meme. But it was still a meme. Alright, let me put this up here. I'll put this down here, and I'll see how things end up looking for this. I'm still adjusting things over on my side monitor for the chats as well. Wait, this song also does it? Oh, because it's the Final Fantasy VII one. I'm sorry, I thought it was a 4 song for a second. Anyway. Well, it changed on me. So, I guess time to play the class I really don't know. Where are ya? There you are. We're going Dark Knight instead. Because the other tanks are, they're relegated down to Trusts. And I kind of want some of these cracked clusters. Alright, that's something else I'm going to have to figure out how to do on this later. Okay. As I said, this is experiments. And... oh, hey! Okay, well, I used to do this on Dark Knight, because Dark Knight used to be one of my, Dark Knight was a Trust tank and, Endwalker. Two people who are definitely at this point of the story, I think. You know, it's not going to be much, but sure. We'll get the extra experience. Can't jump that barrier, but I can jump this one. Oh, yeah, okay. Now that I finally saw what it is, like, it's kind of neat that you just turn into balls of shadow to teleport. But no, the leap was better. The leap was a lot more, was viscerally better. Also, who's ready to cry as I don't know how to play this class? I probably should have warned, the healer. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm probably going to end up being a meme. I am probably very much going to end up being a meme today with this. Congrats, Hanana! Hey! Third time's the charm, right? Congrats, though. In all honesty, I'm glad you got your mouse working again. I can't use that. Use the bigger one. Hopefully in combination it doesn't cause me a problem. Okay, good. Nope, it didn't. Ah, that's why I recognize this remix version. It's Popsky's version. You know what? That reminded me. Going back to games, because I can't keep on a topic. Once I finish Final Fantasy IV, I need to figure out what my next game to play on stream is going to be. Some ideas I have are, admittedly, one thing I'm considering is playing Crosscode. I started that game years ago, and I really liked the basic premise of it, but I just ended up getting caught up with things, so I never ended up playing it. Living Liquid dies in 3 hits. Oh, that's disgusting, Red. But, yeah, no. Crosscode is fun, but from what I've been told, it's a very long game. So I don't know how well it would actually work for my purposes of trying to be a play-on-stream game. There we go. You know, I cast him way too late. Like, almost all of him is going to be pointless. But yeah, there's Crosscode. We had it play earlier today well, we didn't have it play, but we had music from it play earlier of... I'd also kind of like to go through Cave Story again. I've gotten the bad ending, I've gotten the neutral ending, but I've never gotten the good ending because that area is really hard. It's the song for that area is called Running Hell for a reason. But I wouldn't mind playing through Caves, like actually giving Cave Story another shot. But at the same time, I also have other, like, I have some other Metroidvanias that I might want to try, but as I said, they might not be so good to do on stream, because I would be playing them blind. I don't know where I'm going. You'd see me fumbling around a lot. But things of that nature would be like, would be The Witch Knight, because I played the demo of that, and a twin-stick flyer Metroidvania honestly intrigues me. But in addition to that, there's also Trans Ruby, which, again, that's another game I played years ago on a Steam Next Fest demo. You're going to learn I play a lot of things on Steam Next Fest demos that I really want to play, and then a lot of them end up being I don't play them. Exceptions, however, are, no, I didn't, that wasn't a demo. Oh, come on, brain. Curse Crackers, and I know there's another one I did, but I am blanking on what the other one I, did was. But I know there's another one that I did. Why did I do that? I should have used Carve and Split instead. As I said, I don't know what the heck I'm doing on this class. Wait, I will admit. Oh, I'm sorry. Other games other than Steam Next Fest, I'm also considering maybe playing Final Fantasy IX, because I have never finished that, and as Betrayer has heard, and probably other people on here have heard before, the one time I played 9, I got to the end, and I was still level 20. Because I couldn't beat normal bosses, or normal battles, but I could beat bosses via War of Attrition. Hopefully that won't happen again if I actually play it. Though I'd also get the, I was talking to Betrayer about it before, there's a enhancement mod pack that I would probably use while playing it.
Stay away.
Just because I think that would honestly be a good idea and make it more enjoyable. I hope I'm not giving the healer a heart attack. They're keeping me up decently, though. Why did I hit that? That's so late to use that one. Oh, well. But yeah, in the end, probably what I'll do, I'll probably end up doing this after... It actually depends on how far I get. I think I've got 2 to 3... If I'm right, I think I have 2 to 3 streams left of Final Fantasy IV before I probably finish it. And at that point, once it looks like I'm going to beat it, or once I'm like within... Trying to think of a way to... There's basically going to be a point where in Discord, I will go ahead and put up another poll of what do you guys want me to play? I also admit I may also go ahead and try to figure out an addition. Actually, I don't need to figure out an additional day. I may also end up just turning Fridays into a second I play a game of my choice on top of Game Wheel occasionally, just to give me more things to do. The thing, though, is if I did that, I'd probably want Fridays to be games that I know that are going to be smaller. And right now, if I did that, my current goal, or my current idea would be use that to play through the Mega Man series, because as much as I love that series, I think the only Mega Man game I have ever the only Mega Man games I have finished are Mega Man 64, aka Mega Man Legends, and Mega Man X1 for the PSP. As much as I enjoy these games, I tend to not finish them. I know I got up to Wily's Castle in Mega Man 1, but that's because I played the collection on the Xbox, and the collection on the Xbox did not let you do the Yellow Devil glitch, and I could not figure out how to beat him. So yeah, that was a problem. Oh good, that doesn't persist. I was a little worried. Oh right! It's, I keep forgetting, Frey's just a button now. I get that. Mega Man, I loved Mega Man 64/Legends. Admittedly, I eventually got Legends 2. Oh, I didn't even see you over there. Thank you for giving me so much time to react. But Legends 2 is another one of those, life got in the way of letting me finish that game. But I've got the disc. At some point, I need to get a external USB drive. And Betrayer, I've talked to you about this before, I believe, of getting an emulator that lets me play PlayStation 1 games off of the disc. Granted, worst case scenario, I just rip the ISO, because I can do that. There. Then, yeah, I just need to get it and confirm that it works nice. I feel like I actually tried it once before with the old computer, but I think I ended up actually being faster, or it just didn't work for some reason with the disc. But so I had to rip the ISO, which made me sad. 5 more runs until you're done. Congrats, Red. I hope we're helping you. I hope we are providing you a good distraction. Well, we also listen to OC Remix music. Oh, it does tell me right there. Okay. One of the things I was wanting to find out with this is, how can I tell how many people are actually watching? And there is a thing here that lets me know. I'm glad to know that I am giving you a good distraction. And also, sorry, Chief, I missed your question from earlier. I am currently, I think, 92 Dark Knight. But right now I'm obviously 88 because of Katisis. This is a fun. This was a good dungeon. I liked this dungeon. Even though it has like things like this, whereas it's you've got walls, you can't wall. You've got multiple walls, you can't just wall to wall. I still ended up liking the basic idea of this dungeon. Hey, Curse Crackers music time. Yeah, as you can tell, my current playlist is just all over the place. I want to add more things onto here, but I also have to be careful about what music I put on here. Like, part of me wants to put Transistor music on here, because I like it. I think that would get me even more copyright claimed than usual, though. Also, at some point, I think I'm going to try and figure out... one thing I want to do as well, just going back onto all the sort of stream things I want to do, I need to do more crowd control, and I want to do more randomizer. Like, I want to do more of that SMZ3 randomizer. I just... because I kind of have myself relegated to only Fridays for it, I have so much that I want to do on Fridays, and that's the problem. It's one of the reasons why I almost want to try putting Wednesdays back on, but also I want to keep Wednesdays as no, this is a break between streams, so that I can have a mental break if I need it, and more importantly, so that I have time to also do transcriptions. Because right now, really, Wednesdays and every other Sunday are the 2 days that I have to do transcription work. And right now, I managed to keep up with it, but I am on the verge again of falling behind, because we ended up finishing M1 this week, and we started M2. The early prog videos always tend to have some of the higher marks in them, which means the more things I need to transcribe out of them, versus when we end up being later. Just remember, yep, I shall try to remember to... no one's getting the chest. Okay, I'm also going to admit, this Final Fantasy IV OC Remix album is really good. It's got a lot of good remixes. It has some real bad ones, but it has a lot of good ones. I love this. I love this remix right now. They did a good job. I should get some water also. All right, let's go.
I will have the time and tranquility I require. Lust and gale, gather to me.
At least I remembered to summon Frey this time. Thank you, Red. I shall get more hydrate once I can. I thought I moved. I did not.
Here's my foe. Stars on high. All is rain.
I need to pay attention to his cast bar. Okay, you're not going to move until you finish casting. There we go. I am being terrible at my job. Okay. He just does not want to turn, huh? Okay, I hope you're getting your thing. And I missed casting it. But at least it doesn't last that long. Let's not be bad. Okay, you're facing me. I'm definitely giving the healer the calm. They basically are the only reason we're getting through this. They deserve it. Silence is just that. Pay attention. There we go. We're stopping it this time. Really glad I stopped it. Wow, that thing hurts. Yeah, okay. Sad I missed the first one, but at least I got the second.
Stars on high. Fall is rain.
I wonder. Oh, wow, it does. Unmend still makes your plunge ability reduce in cooldown. That's amusing. I stunned first by mistake. Well, after that really rough start, we seem to be doing okay. Granted, I opened my mouth, so, you know, bad things are about to happen.
But I am not finished yet.
Can't reprisal this one. But he's dead. Healer, before you leave, you deserve it. You know, I don't really need that axe. Yeah, no, I don't blame them. They got my comm, though. They got my comm because they deserved it. All right, well, next up is doing another trust. So we're going back on Picto. That also was still only it was an 18-minute run, but that still wasn't that bad, all things considered. Oh, right, Y'shtola, you are significantly ahead of the others because of what I've been trying to do. You and Justinian are both one level ahead of everyone else for reasons. Let's remember to paint. This song again? No, 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 no. We just heard this song. Nope. There we go. We'll go with geothermal. That feels appropriate. Well, not really, but still. Hit buttons in the wrong order.
Oh, radiant starlight, become my blade.
Get my last cast, and get dripped. I should have dripped the other one. Ooh, nice! Enjoy that French toast. Okay, I think I can put this over here now. Make it a little bigger. And we'll see how this works. I will admit, tonight there's a good chance tonight ends up being a shorter stream than other Friday ones, because it is a test stream, and also I am obviously going crazy. I have been talking constantly. Clearly, my body is just going to crash on me at some point, which that crash is obviously going to be because of all the caffeine finally running out of my body. But, yeah. I will, like I said before, I'm going to try to have Fridays not so much be Final Fantasy days if I can help it. Just because I am primarily a Final Fantasy 14 streamer. That is true. But I do like playing other games, and I kind of want to be more than just the 14 streamer. Which is why I have the Saturdays still being, as best as I can, I am playing a game through it. And that's admittedly also why the game wheel exists. Time to head back to Twitch chat. Fair enough, Chief. Well, I hope you please drive safely. But also, congrats on being able to head home.
Gloves are off.
I could probably be using Subtractive Palette more often than I am. Might actually speed things up a little bit if I do so. Really, the fact that Picto lets you mess with your order so much, I do understand I think I understand the reasons why Rhoda loves this class. I say think because I have said that in the past of things and been proven wrong. Also, I know I'm not playing this class correctly. Yeah, no, exactly, Betrayer. That's the other reason for trying to, just do other games. In case 14 ever just pulls me, well, they've done something that is, I am done with this game.
Gloves are off.
Not saying that they will, but also not saying that they won't. This is Square Enix here. Square Enix does not have the best track record with things like this. Rainbow Drip is what I should start with. Also, I'm not getting my correct second thing off, I'm realizing. Never mind, I was in the correct one to start with. Because as I said, it's always the first two... It's always the ones he spawns first. Until the last set. I think the last set is the one exception to that. Also, having Smudge is really good. Smudge is real good. Wing motif now. I tried it a little too early.
Gloves are off.
Over here. Come on, I think I can still get this, right? Yeah, there we go. I do think he's dying a lot faster this time than he did last time. Ooh, also, I need to eat a cookie. I'm almost out of my cookie. What do I get? Enhanced Swiftcast. Pictomancer Mastery, which... Okay. That's just potencies? That's all my potencies went up. Okay. Gotta remember, if I am close enough and I try to cast my, do my paints, and maybe it's because I got something targeted, Thancred will then dash in. I don't know if Holy and White's actually better than the other stuff. But, you know, I've got all of them. I might as well use some of them, even though they're mainly supposed to be for mobility.
The stars shall grant thee succor.
Oh, it's based off of proximity. Okay. Because it feels like he doesn't start it until I actually hit a button as well. Like, I'm curious. Okay. It's just because he's catching up to me. It's just because he's been catching up to me that feels that way.
Gloves are off.
You're mine!
I will say also, it's been nice having the music on while I go through this, but it also feels weird to me. Like, I know technically if I wanted to... A way I could make some of my highlight videos better would be if I didn't have the music going, and I could have a consistent song that doesn't just need to be doesn't need to have it merge in and out to be able to have it right, so you can tell what's being played, or to try to hide the fact that it's just the same song being cut up weirdly. Yeah, 5 pots of Aether Oil, so you need 1,500 poetics for it. Because you said 300 per oil, right? I actually wonder, what is the fastest way to get poetics these days? I know back in the day it was Aetherochemical Research Facility, but I suspect that's probably changed since.
Gloves are off.
You're mine!
Yeah, you're just dying from the splash damage. I made the right call there. But yeah, is there still a quest to give you a free Aether Oil each week? That's the thing I don't remember. Because I admit, that weekly Aether Oil is... I use that a lot in Heaven's Word. And I think actually I ended up using it a lot afterwards as well. Okay, so they did remove it when they got rid of that NPC. Which I think also happened when they got rid of all the upgrade materials, because that was the other part of... That was the other purpose for her. Let you have a way to get the upgrade components for the ARR Poetics gear. Oh, right, this is only the second boss. Oh, it's 350 per. Okay. So it's 1650, or more than that. 1750 that you need. That is a lot of tomes. I'm in it! I'm in it! I forgot to use my comet! Let's not forget this time. Don't you dare, Orianche. I'm just gonna sit over here and be safe. Yeah, I think I actually want this motif. Oh, I thought I turned around at the right time. I did not. Orianche, pull me in. Pull me in. Thank you. I also have to remember, I don't have to do the 3 hammers 1, 2, 3. I can mix and match those as well.
I will not hold back.
I don't know why I hit that. It's not going to do anything for me.
You're mine.
You know, I forgot to even pay attention to the other gear I got out of here. So more slang, healing, striking, healing, casting. That's... okay. So more scouting, healing, scouting. I'm just not getting casting gear. Okay. Well, apparently it's time for the chemical plant zone. Also, again, how has the music volume been? Because I know it's... I feel like it's been a little inconsistent. Like, right now, this song, I think, is on the louder side. But I don't know if that's just how loud it is in my ears versus how loud it is to everyone watching. So please, let me know.
The stars shall grant thee succor.
But yeah, so far, this is definitely seeming like a successful test. As I said, I still have to take a look at how the VOD looks in the end, which that's, I think I can just sit through and scan through that later tonight. Because if that looks good, I'll probably start doing this going forward now. There's some other things I have to take into consideration for it, but I think it should work.
The stars shall grant thee succor.
Because, yeah, I anything to lessen my workload overall. If this means I don't have to worry about doing VOD exports, I am all for it. Bum, 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 bum. Disco Dan. I have no idea why, but at some point my brain just started hearing the Chemical Plant song being someone singing something about Disco Dan. And I don't know why this brain poison is in my head. Yeah, no, at least for buying a boat, there are actual lyrics that you can mishear. There are no lyrics in that song. I don't think I've heard any version of that song with lyrics, admittedly. Oh, right, can't use that. Let's do this first. Let's get the AoE out. While it can do the most damage. I think it hit all three. I admit I wasn't paying enough attention.
Behold the heavens' brilliance!
The problem with hearing Phoenotopia music is it makes me want to play Phoenotopia again. Why I played through that game effectively 3 times. I have played through that game effectively 3 times. I played through it once on my own, and then effectively I played through it twice doing my LP of it, whereas that was 100% LP. I actually went into it expecting it to be that because, hey, I had played the game before, but I had never 100%ed it. So, you know, might as well 100% it, right? Show people where everything is. Actually, that goes back to one of the other things I was saying of me needing to cut stuff from from my LPs. My Curse Crackers and both my Curse Crackers and Phoenotopia LPs, I've gotten a bunch of comments on them, and even for Phoenotopia, I got it mentioned on the Reddit, as well as also other people posting it sometimes of it's being referenced as a guide for where to find some things or how to beat some things. And I like that. Admittedly, that's why I had started trying to also do like the speedrunner's guide for Curse Crackers. But I only got to the movement guide for that. My brain keeps on stopping me from actually sitting down and doing what I need to do for the here is how you do any percent. Because, again, my goal with that was always it doesn't have to be perfect. It's just enough to give people the information they need to start this and then, like, use that as a jumping off point.
Prove you are worthy to rule.
Oh, I didn't cast my last, whoops. I thought I had cast all those before I went into subtractive. I'm really confused. I didn't think it let you go into some... I messed up something really bad there somehow. Oriange, why are you standing on the danger? Come on, Oriange. That was your own fault.
I will take the measure of your resolve.
Yeah, no, I'm right. That, I remember, being one of the things that takes up the most of the, of your stones.
Implacable strength of the mountain.
Because I think you can only buy that with stones. Well, he's getting one. Because I keep forgetting I need to take a look at this corner. Okay. I'm sorry, I thought he got another one, and then I realized that power-up around him was me casting Holy and White on him. Whoops.
That you should endure my fury.
Let's get these casts as quickly as I can.
Of merciless storms.
Oh, I got all of them. Perfect. Yeah, I'm not dealing with that. I'm not dealing with that knockback. I also forgot to LB again.
Behold the heavens' brilliance!
Picto, you have so many buttons.
The stars
It's
shall
weird.
grant
Picto
thee
both
succor.
feels like it has a lot of buttons and also like it doesn't have a lot of buttons. Keep that comet. We're smuggling it. I say that, but also he might just die here. Okay, I got that to work. Now, what did I get for caster? I got a ring. We're upgrading that ring. Come on. I got the brush. All right. It is the same level. I'll probably keep the other. What's it look like? It's okay. I'll keep what I've got. But I'm going to keep that one on hand because, well, you know, means I can get other caster stuff now. I am going to go ahead and actually... I'm not ending stream, but I'm going to go ahead and take a break because it has been about 2 hours. When I come back, we'll do another roulette to just, like I said, have a change of pace. I'll probably be doing... You know what? Let's take a look. I don't really need expert. You know what? We're going to do a gamble. We're going to do a mentor roulette as my next roulette. So yeah, this definitely won't be painful. It's going to be super. I'm going to regret this, but I do not care. As I said, I'm going to go take a short break. While I'm gone, please feel free to stand up, get yourself something to drink, get yourself a snack, or just do a stretch. I will see you all in a little bit. I will be running ads on the Twitch side and doing the standard Battle Royale, though. So yeah, see y'all in a bit. Because that one was causing me problems.
I'm through.
Someone's on exit leg too.
I'm through Canada right now.
Wow, Canada.
Yep.
Exotic.
Oh, shut up.
Spam heal now, spam heal now, spam heal now.
Oh. Alright, I'm ready.
Oh, fuck. Okay, you get carb, I heal. Stack up on
Tea for me to hold?
You're gonna be okay.
I'm kind of impressed. It looked like shit, but still. They did it. It's more than I expected out of them. Captain, put some pants on.
Captain,
we just got in
Captain,
here.
why
Robin,
don't you have the slime hat?
Robin,
Do we actually
please.
want to try doing that?
Yep. I'm back, Irie.
Hey! I got this.
Oh, hey, we're going forward.
Alright, let's see. Let's see if I make it. Oh no, I'm rezzing. Oh.
Transcendence!
Alright, you're starting south. Oh, she's turned though.
Short or long? Holy shit, that is brain dead.
It's so easy. Wait.
You got it.
That shit.
Goon, you know I can believe it.
Alright, good reprisal, good reprisal.
This with a HUD layout off?
Ouch.
We had a bubble.
Oh my god,
me.
it is perfectly resized.
Oh. Northeast and southwest.
Lynn? Cayman?
What?
I got him.
Came in. Wow.
How? How did I get hit?
Yes.
I'm up.
Uh-oh.
I can take it.
I'll get Frost.
No, you won't!
God damn. Thank you, Prayer. I noticed at the last second of wait, that's a symbol I haven't seen in so long.
Oh. You know what?
Yeah, adolescents there.
I was on top of you? Okay, I was going to say, why did I get jerked? It was a little panic-inducing.
That was like trauma response.
I can shark you next time. I'm not gonna go.
There's too many blues on that. That is for the yellows. Four on that. Four on that. And then you know what? You get the small individual ones. What the? What is that one doing? A distinct light source that is also going on me.
Yeah.
Land must be near. You need
The good
only
old
hold out a while
blue-footed boobies.
What?
Blue-footed booby birds.
For a dark moment,
They showed us
I thought the
boobies.
ocean might swallow us. Glad to have
Y'all
my
got a different
pessimism
expansion than I did.
proven wrong.
In other good news, I examined the sailor who took a fall, and he's faring well.
No.
Oh
Oh, I got a light tower along with my tether. All right, I am back, and I see
it's okay.
Guile
Who
Carb
saw the
is
time and was
slightly
like, "Alright, let's
broken.
wipe real quick so
I'll
we
have
can
to
get
fix
to
that later. Admittedly, I had to do some things, and I kind of pressed my ass button multiple times because it wasn't working.
On my spot, even though
And yeah, I
get
think
hit by the
because I
laser?
did that, it
Did you
Guile
get hit by the
Carb's a
laser?
little bit confused.
Oh no, the damage.
But
no, 'cause I
yeah,
died to it, so I didn't get
let's
that.
head on back,
No.
and we'll see how this pain goes. We will queue in as Paladin, because, well, I'll at least get, I'll get 7,200 gil out of it. Not a lot, but I'll get it. I'm honestly impressed that a tank queue for Mental Roulette did not instant pop, but it basically, it was close enough to an instant pop. I also really should clean out... one of these days, I also need to go ahead and do the clean map is a happy map for this expansion. Just so that I don't have to worry about doing those quests later for when, like, the beast tribes and whatnot come out. Also, well then, let's bring the music back. And, okay. This was, I'd say, a win. And now Betrayer can judge my Paladin playing. More than he already does when he's Samurai with it. Now he can see the buttons I press. Not that he couldn't before anyway, but still. At some point I need to see if the sequel for the Valhalla bartending game is ever coming out. Because, I'm starting to wonder if Nirvana just sort of fell off or what. Because I admit, I enjoyed playing Valhalla. It was a neat little visual novel RPG of, hey, you aren't, to be fair, you are not actually the main character in the story. You are literally a bartender as something starts happening. You just get to hear about it from your patrons. Because you decide, yeah, we're just going to stay in the bar and not go out into the riots in the city. Oh, right, I should probably face this way. Bum, bum, bum. Alright, that should be good enough threat. I keep forgetting that using the charges for damage has always been a thing I've been bad at. Look, I'm just running around. I don't have anything to do. We can't get off this thing yet. There we go. Honestly, I definitely lucked out with this mental roulette. That is a very short rainstorm. I should have done that earlier. Actually, I should have remembered Punty Press is a AoE. That would have been better to have used a Divine Veil on. And now for Chaos! Okay, that lucked out for me. Bum 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 da bum 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 bum. Oh, you're still alive! That's on me for not killing that one guy that was still alive. Chaos again. This music really does not fit what's going on in the game. Oh yeah, that was something else I was saying. Like, I understand why some people do this, but I do really like the music in the game, and a lot of the times, I admit, the music gets me... I don't know how to describe it other than, like, it sets me in a proper mood for whatever the current thing we're doing is. Like, more often than not. There we go. I probably should have held off on using my Fight or Flight and Requiescat, Scott, but oh well. I might still get to use Requiescat Scott stuff. I've got a few seconds. I got him off! That was the important thing. I just wasted that one. No. The tree does not get to spin. Wait, I don't think I'm going to do another trust today. I think, honestly, 2 is enough for right now. But hey, we got 2 of the 5 I need to do for Picto out of the way. Or at least for Picto's group. My goal is to use this to level up my classes, but primarily it's there to level up the trusts because I want to eventually get the title that it has. And I want to keep it up to date because I'll eventually use it in future expansions as well. The Dracoon just realized that, the slimes turn into us. I don't know offhand, but it does differ server to server. And I admit, I know there's a website that could help you with it, but I don't know the website offhand. Betrayer might be able to help you with that, though. Though I think he also might have stepped out, for a second. It might be worth... how long do you have... If it's a fast transport, you're probably going to be better off going to Crystal. I'm going to guess, just because, quite frankly, more people making potions versus on Dynamis. I could be mistaken, however. You know, for something called Drowsy Dance, this doesn't put us to sleep. I will also say, doing this on Trust has made me very aware as to where I need to stand for that now. Alright, mimics are dead. I just realized it's called a drowsy dance because the drowsy does the dance. Every gadget from... Oh, Sonic 3 and Knuckles OC Remix album. Okay. Just... Some of the songs do not really fit well with each other. Yep, we're saving it this time. He's about to be dead. I don't need to use it. We are missing a person. Here they come. Admittedly, it's because Guile Carb apparently wasn't... If you notice, those were Guile Carb's first messages of today. I, apparently had Guile Carb get disconnected, and I had to fix that when I went on break. But because I hit the add button 4 times, well, Guile Carb decided it's time for 4 sets of welcome back messages. Some of them even before people were back. Okay, yeah, I'm also seeing one problem with the combined restream chat. I cannot, on my end, if we got a bot, I can't use that combined one to deal with the bot. So yeah, gonna have to keep the Twitch chat one as well. You know, I might as well just do this. Give the healer a little break. And they've been putting up with healing me. They deserve a little break. Why have I not rolled on this? Anyway, yeah, they deserve a little break after putting up with me. I'm getting a lot of loot out of this. I think I'm getting a second chance point, so yeah, let's just do this. Nah, I would have gotten that one anyway. Oh well. I don't think the Dragoon was ready for me to be, okay, they're here, go, go, go. Also, as you can tell by the fact that I'm not being so manic anymore, I think the caffeine's still going to be in my system and prevent me from being able to sleep tonight. I know that much. But it is definitely, the hyper go, go, go is gone. Which honestly isn't that bad of a thing. I bet you when I watch back on this, I'm going to hear myself and I'm going to sound like a raving lunatic. But yeah, it's all. I also kind of went through like all the topics I think I have for just a hey, here's things I think that are going to be going on topic that I can discuss, to be fair. I obviously have other real life things going on, but like I admit I can't talk about them because they're work related. I will not talk about work in here outside of the vaguest terms possible. And even then I think sometimes I am not vague enough, which is bad. But also, like, just other real-life things I kind of want to try to keep out if I can help it. I say that, and then I'm sure if you look back on my stuff, everything I'm saying right now is not actually something I adhere to. Well, I stood right in that one. Really? I hate you too, Tornado. I hate that tornado so much. Okay, you're over there. I'll keep him over here. Are you going to be doing the annoying jump? You're about to do the annoying... Or no, is this the tornado? No, you don't do the annoying... You do the annoying jump once. Okay. Okay, I'm good here. I'm not good here. Healer, you put up with me. Yep, I did get a second chance point for that. And they can have the War Scythe. Alright, so that'll be it for roulettes. Is there anything else I want to get out of the way while I'm here right now? You know, I should probably have... I just realized I should have done the leveling roulette, not... Well, I wanted to get the crystals for it. That's why I did that. But I probably should do it on, Bard or, Machinist, because I need to get... I want to get them... Actually, probably Machinist. I want to get them high enough level that they are more comfortably able to do Fates. I recognize... Oh, Roller Disco, that's why. Okay. Anyway, to do Fates in... I have 2 zones left to get Fates, and then I'm done with Fates for, Dawn Trail. You know what? Maybe I'll do one more roulette. Will I luck out? I will not luck out. Alliance Raid will not be DPS in need. Well, let's hop down to Machinist. Did I get my M4 for the week? I got my M4 for the week. Alright, I also got an M2, by chance. I don't think I... Oh, yeah, no, there's one more piece of loot I would want out of normal raids, but I'm not going to worry about that too bad. I think... You know, I can just take a look. Boots. Yeah, I need one more pair... I need a pair of boots, and then I could buy one person basically an entire set of the normal raid gear. Which, you know, might not be the best, but I'll take it for a class that I'm not going to play too hard. But yeah, I will be interested to see... It's going to be interesting to see how things like Game Wheel are going to work on this. Because, remember, Game Wheel is still going to end up being things... Actually, I just realized Galcarb actually being on screen now makes sense because he technically... Okay, I might need Galcarb's... I might need to modify Galcarb's things later. Anyway... Going back to what I was saying, things like Game Wheel are going to be interesting because people on YouTube will be able to see the Game Wheel stuff, but you only can really, you won't be able to get the... You can't interact with it unless you're on Twitch, and that's because I have it set by channel points. And I don't know, yeah. At some point, actually, I need to go through and see if I can... I'm considering trying to overhaul a bit of, well, not just overhaul, recreate the back-end code of Game Wheel from scratch. The reason for that is because right now, Game Wheel is, to be fair, created by... I primarily took a subathon countdown timer that... It's a countdown timer that would increase time if you got subs or bits or things like that. I repurposed it to, instead of doing that, I can link channel points with it and things like that. But I kind of want to try to recreate it from scratch so that A, the code is cleaner and I don't have as much extraneous stuff, and B, I confirm that I understand how this works, because once I have that, I could then work on exporting it to other people who might want it. Because Bree actually mentioned asked about it at one point, and I have no problem with other people using this. Heck, I stole the idea of Game Wheel from Jiggy. Well, from both Jiggy and Super MC Gamer. Jiggy does the game with the his version is the Zelda wheel, and I think he's also planning on doing a Metroid wheel version, so he just does one standard game choice. But for his, admittedly, he uses it to try to help get subs. Okay, hold on. No, I'm done with this song. I'm done with that song. Anyway, he uses it to drive subs because he spins every 10 subs. Super MC Gamer, they've worked together on a bunch of things. Super MC Gamer has also run a Zelda wheel, but his was based off of a timer. But with his, subs and whatnot are what made the timer go down. I figured I would add my own flavor to it and have it be channel point based. That way you guys don't have to actually spend money to interact with me. And have it be you can add or you can either remove... You can add or remove time to the timer was the idea. That way you can mess with me in both directions. Then I went and ended up getting a wheel spinning component that I then expanded further to make it so that you guys can influence what game might get spun. Because that was another neat idea in my mind of you can, if there's a specific game you want to see spun, you could spend channel points to make it more likely to happen. And, you know, I will still fully admit I stole the base idea from them, but I'm hoping I've at least transformed it enough. And I know a lot of other people also do similar, I'm going to play a random game, so spin the wheel thing, but yeah. And Millie, another thing I have, this is long-term plans that I would like to at some point do, is at some point what I would like to do, hopefully this pops, what I'd like to do is, and this is, I fully disclose, I'm basically stealing this idea from someone else, but I'm going to try to have it do different things so that it is on brand for me and distinct enough so it isn't just I'm 100% copying them, I'm just 80% copying them and then transforming it a little bit, is I want to see if I can make like a little carbuncle avatar that would sit in like the bottom left hand of the screen that you guys can interact with. Like, you've seen VTubers whereas you can spend channel points to pet the VTuber. Well, I'd have it whereas you can pet the carbuncle, and maybe sometimes, you know, the carbuncle you'll just be sitting here and you'll see, hey, carbuncle it's hungry. All of a sudden, there's a new channel point thing of you can feed the carbuncle a treat, or something like that. Or the carbuncle is sleepy. You can poke it to wake it up. Or you can give it a pillow to make it more comfortable, or things like that. Basically, a Tamagotchi style thing for you guys to possibly interact with that stays on brand. Yeah, a channel pet. And again, like I said, I'm copying this idea from someone, and full disclosure, I am copying this from Scott Falco and his CC-chan. I think that's what he called. I'm probably getting his little robot OC's name wrong, but basically copying that. And it's because it's a good idea. I fully acknowledge it. I like that idea. I would like to try to do something of it on my own. The only problem is, for me, a lot of different channels are using a pet now in different ways. Yeah. Like, the one thing I would not do is I would not tie it to, I wouldn't tie it to an AI thing. Because I don't want that. But, I would still try to copy, like, so one thing Scott has that is something I would like to try to copy as well is that, the CC is not always there. You actually have to do things to summon it. And once you summon it, it effectively rolls a die for what type spawns. A lot of them are, to be fair, just color differences, which is primarily what I would try to do at first. But he also now has expanded it to like other rare styles of it. The one problem with this, though, is I would need to I am not a artist in any sense. Every time I think I want to start trying to draw, my own brain stops me for various reasons. So I would need to find someone to commission for this. And part of me wants to maybe commission Kiwi for this, but I also know that I know that right now she's been very low on the commission she wants to do, so I don't want to overwhelm her with things. And at the same time, this would require a bunch of different... Time elapsed 0. Someone left immediately in this alliance raid. It's going to be... Oh, hey, it's not Crystal Tower. But yeah, it would also require animations, and it would be someone I'd have to work with a lot on this. And I admit, this is going to be an expensive commission as well because of what I am going to end up wanting out of it. Gotta remember I can do that earlier. I've also never really played Machinist properly, so you get to watch me be very bad at this class, just like Dark Knight! And Picto. I will say, if you haven't played other classes in this, like other roles versus the one that you do try it. Just like with fighting games, it actually does help you understand why people might act one way or another while they're playing a certain class. I missed that my reassemble came back. I'm also bad at keeping track of cooldowns. I thought I hit 2 already. I should have reassembled that air anchor. One more round and another queen. Okay, you know what? Based on the threat bars, I'm actually A-okay with what I'm doing damage-wise for my group. I forgot to summon Queen! I didn't look at reassemble. Can you tell I'm not good at this class? Have I made it evident enough yet? Oh, good, that does work. Oh, hey, it's the Zero Miss song again. I also realized this Alliance roulette, I am already trancing. I'm already trancing now that I'm not discussing other things. I've got to pay more attention to reassemble. I think I've gotten used to the fact that it's got 2 charges at the higher level. And I know I've said this before, but like I do enjoy doing these just like casual like talk a lot streams. But I also admit I feel like I end up just sort of rambling like a madman a lot of the times. Like I obviously constantly lose train of thought, and I feel like I go over the same topic a lot. So that's why I don't do this too often, all things considered. Fair. My thing is I fear that I get to the incoherent rambling part. I'm always afraid that I am incoherently rambling. But again, like I said earlier, this has definitely been a successful test, and admittedly, after I'm done with this roulette, I'm probably going to call it for stream. I am not hitting yet. I'm hoping I got all 6. Oh, hi! I just noticed that everything froze for a second in-game. I hope that didn't translate over to the stream. If it did, please let me know. There we go. Reassemble drill. A lot of people are getting hit with the incidental damage there. Air anchor has been up for who knows how long. Well, goodbye, Hypercharge. That's what I get for using you and not paying attention to what's going on in the fight. Oh, good, you're facing him the correct way. Don't you go away yet. Now you can go away. Only, please don't. Tandem body swap. Oh yeah, they're about to just go away, so I'm not hitting this time. Oh no, they're still targetable during this. Hey, Gretel. Oh, right. Gotta pay attention to... Gotta pay attention to them. Gotta pay attention to them as well. Whoops. Hey, Arceon. Thank you very much for the random carbuncle that turned into Topaz. That was actually another thing that I'd at some point get carbunkled. Exactly. That was another thing actually that I was wanting to do at some point. But that's a ways off. Is so these shoulder carbuncles, admittedly, are actually a free asset I ended up finding online. At some point, I kind of wanted to just. I like the idea of them. I'm glad I got the free asset version first. Part of me kind of wants to. Oh, that was... Okay, that's fine, that's fine. Wildfire didn't go off. Wildfire didn't go off, I can fix this. Look at the carbuncle! Having carbuncle around my shoulder is fun times. Of course I like getting carbuncled. In this form, not the medical form. Never the medical form. The medical carbuncle is bad. But anyway, for the shoulder carbuncles, at some point, I was considering getting a, basically a custom version of it, commissioned, because I do like the free asset. At this point, I think it's weird. It's one of those things of, I feel like I should probably be investing in, one of my own, just, I don't know, it's a weird, I can't describe what's going through my head properly, really. Yes, I am sure I do not want the medical carbuncle. Do not ever look up carbuncle. Oh, that's bad. Do not look up... If you're looking for Final Fantasy carbuncles, make sure you add the caveat of Final Fantasy when you look up carbuncle. Or look up the Puyo Puyo carbuncle. The medical carbuncle is, it's a medical condition. I don't think I need to say more than that. You know, these days, I wonder if I could have the Ragnarok Online music play on my playlist and not get, DMCA copyright struck. Yeah, like, that's the other thing. It would let me possibly expand some more and actually finally add some rare carbuncles that could, you know, maybe have those be things that can only be rolled at chance. I just got a Padoop. You're thinking about Connect Bombardment? I mean, clearly you just want to create... Archeon, you just have the strong desire to build a rail cannon. That's why. That or you've been playing Kerbal Space Program. All right, Hansel's dead. Okay, this song that's playing right now also reminds me, I need to pick up the, I need to finish Infinite Mana as well at some point. I admit, Infinite Mana is a game I kind of want to play on stream, but I also, I don't know why, I started feeling weird while I was playing it on stream for some reason. It could also be because I just wasn't used to talking and doing voices for that long. And really, I need to take breaks while I play the game. So Infinite Mana actually might be what I do next, rather than a poll, because that's technically just pending. Yeah, I want to finish that game. That was another game from my... There you go, that was another one. That was a game from my first Steam Next Fest set of demos, and I'm glad it ended up coming out. It's another indie game. It is RPG Maker, but it's fun. I have enjoyed it. I like the little twists that it does. Actually, I also have a bunch of things on my, to be fair, on my Steam wish list that are, yeah, this would eventually make a fun game to play on stream. Things like, Crystal Project, which is kind of a... That one I think I also played a demo of on one of the next fests. Yeah, like, actually, on that note, a lot of games that I end up liking, or that I end up trying, end up coming from the Steam Next Fest. They are actually... There's a lot of things on there that I admit do not appeal to me, but there's also a good number of things that are, yeah, this is up my alley. Now I'm remembering a Reddit post I saw. Someone was complaining about how eventually with Machinists, your character just starts doing all these flips for all their shots, and they wanted to only be able to use the old skills or auto attack, and it was like, ignoring that part, it's just how can you not like the flips? The flips are so extra. We're the one putting the flips into the jobstone. Whoever gets the jobstone after us will feel compelled to do all these flips for no reasonable gain. Oh god, imagine a tungsten rod dropping from orbit. Yeah. Yeah. Ugh. I mean, that's not necessarily too bad, as long as you aren't... There's a difference between talking about war and weaponry stuff and being a war fanatic, if that makes sense of what I mean. Ooh, a partial tungsten D20. Now I'm remembering someone I saw, a blacksmith metallurgist. I forget what they actually were. They ended up basically being, oh yeah, I have this platinum ingot. I'm going to use it to turn a $1 Bic pen into a $2,000 pen because I can. And it was like, why? Why? We had this song already. Random, you're not being very random. Random is being very fighter games random today. You're right, it is a because they can. I have hit buttons wrong. Brain, you are all kinds of getting mixed up. That's what the problem is. I stopped counting. I stopped counting my hyper shots, and thus I got out of sync. Also, you know, the gold saucer theme. Yeah, I hope today has been interesting for people. Yeah, this is definitely a I will do this on occasion stream, but definitely not a regular every time thing. I do need to try to bring a little bit more of this energy into when we're doing raids, though, because, like, actually, it could partially be because I don't find myself as funny as the others while we're going through, but like so many of the GCC highlights, I make them, I stream them, they are 90% not me. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but like, I don't know, I kind of like to be represented in the stuff, in my own stuff. That makes sense, right? Granted, I think there are some points in, I think, in normal raid and in what I've got so far of M1. But I won't actually know if that's true until I go through and review what I've got so far. That is true, Leo. That is true. It also doesn't help that, like, I'm trying to help guide people and explain what's going on for some of the mechanics and pay attention to help recover. So my focus is definitely split. Oh, really? Again? Boom. Another Popsky song. Okay, no, it did reassemble drill. Good. I will admit, one other thing at some point that I've considered trying, I don't know how well it would work, but basically add a channel point redeem that would let people basically... Technically, it's easier to do this with just normal clips, I'd say, but like a mark a funny moment type redeem, basically. That way it's a, hey, here's a moment for you to look back for the highlights if people wanted to, if there was something other people enjoyed. But I'll admit, really, for a lot of that, I feel like, honestly, if you... General case thing, which I should also have Gaocar do announcements about, is if you see something funny, please, or funny, amusing, fun, you see me just completely whiff or die to my own hubris, please feel free to make a clip of it. I admit I may end up... Those clips honestly do help for Twitch pushing my stuff, and to be fair, I'll fully disclose this. It helps it so that I can also make other YouTube shorts that aren't just what I have, to show some other content that I do, and help also get more people in here. Or when I miss the joke, exactly. Like, that happens so often. Look, there's sometimes where I'm not sure if I intentionally miss it, or if it's just I got distracted, or if it's, or unless you mean the I'm intentionally missing it in the nope, I don't want to know. This is going to be cursed knowledge and poison my brain forever. Because, like, the reason we joke that I have a negative 17 perception score, to be fair, is because there are times where... just to use it as an example, I used to have this weird mystery tree in front of my house. It was small, but we couldn't figure out what tree it was. It wasn't... and I've lived in this house now for, like, 6 or 7 years, I think. It wasn't until 2 months ago I noticed that those trees are just everywhere in this area. To be fair, I didn't notice because they are significantly bigger than the stick tree that we had, because ours just hadn't grown that big. Oh, okay, fair. When I don't react via voice, but my avatar gives it away. Understood. Yeah, like, I remember, I think even Betrayers pointed out sometimes, Rez, he'll say something, I won't react, but he'll have the stream on the other monitor, and he will see my reaction. Okay, like, I've got a bunch of... To be fair, going back to the... Sorry, I'm circling back to something else. Going back to the on-stream Carbuncle Tamagotchi pet thing, to be fair, part of that is also because the other day, Race, who ended up... He was the Reaper in the top for the Ultimate Prog. He joined in and said, hey... He wishes that I had more things for channel points. Now, what he wanted is not something I want to put in of the, oh yeah, channel points to make me rescue someone off a cliff? No, because that'll potentially get me banned, and also, we don't... GCC doesn't run often enough for me to feel... Oh, right, that's that one. We don't run often enough for me to be okay with trying to do those types of shenanigans outside of a... Oh, well, we're gonna die anyway, so I might as well rescue you into the death. And, but it did get me thinking, I do need more channel point redeems and ways for you guys to, for lack of a better term, more viewer engagement things. If I could figure out a way to do it easily, I would add the, there's this... Twitch extension of a bingo card. If I could easily, you know, mark down things for a raid bingo, I would run that. But I can't easily... I would have to go into a separate prompt to be able to mark down that things happen, or I need to have a mod that's constantly paying attention, and right now, really, the only mods I have, to be fair, are, I think, Betrayer and Cayman. And, if someone was, A, they can't do it, they're in raid with me, and, B, at that point, with what I'd be asking a mod to help out with, that kind of feels like it's at the stage where I need to be paying this person. I did that in the wrong order, but it should be fine. Maybe. I don't know if that last drill counted. Ooh. How did I not get hit by that thing? I ran. You know what? Accept it. Just accept it. That center, that center. Sometimes you just gotta accept the server ticks love you, even though they normally hate you. Actually, server ticks just hate everybody. But yeah, back on the channel point thing, if you guys have ideas of things that you would like to see for, like, other viewer engagement things, other channel points things, please feel free to let me know. If you want to just put it into the lounge on the Discord, that's perfectly fine as well. Like, there's only, obviously, I am not the most creative person, all things considered. As I mentioned, a lot of the things that I end up doing, I kind of just end up taking someone else's idea and repurposing it, because I'm not that, I don't have that wide of an idea of things that I can do, partially because I'm also limited in what I'm capable of doing. I didn't reassemble that. There we go. Now you're getting reassembled. Three, four. Nope. I thought maybe I was going to get to reassemble air anchor, or reassemble air anchor. Heat blast air anchor, but nope. Nope, nope, don't want to be there. Hey, Chief, congrats on grabbing Chime. Even if it was by accident, congrats on getting Chime. Like, okay, that's a thing. So, obviously, stream avatars, that's an application. That's not anything really unique or special. The only thing that I'd say that I've done differently from most other stream avatars... Well, no, I can't even say that, because now that I think about it, Scott Falco, he also uses stream avatars, and he changed the star into a... Actually, I think he just uses his channel point icon for it. Heck, I'm going to be honest, I can't even necessarily take my avatar as something that I made uniquely. Rhoda actually helped me come up with it. This is a bad location. To be fair, the way that ended up going, and I really thank Rhoda for this, because I like this avatar. Ooh, your save corrupted. I'm sorry for that, Betrayer. It's clearly because you had too much money. But, no. Years back, Rhoda helped me design this avatar by just being... She asked me some questions of what would I like it to look like. Gave it loafers and khakis because apparently the color of my soul is khakis. And she helped make the original one. How did I dodge all that, Arceon? By playing tons of shmups, and also I stopped paying attention to what was going on. I literally I don't know what was going on the screen. My brain just went into autopilot trance. That's how I dodged it. You say fighter reflexes, but the reason I brought up the shmups is, so, pizza place that my parents would take me to on the semi-regular had a Neo Geo machine. And on it, they had 2 games that I played a lot. Puzzle Bobble, I'm sorry, 3 games. They had Puzzle Bobble, Metal Slug, and it had some form of airplane shmup. There are times when playing that, and then eventually when playing Gradius 3, whereas I would just basically not really go into a trance, but go into what I just started calling, quote, the zone, whereas I just suddenly started pixel-perfect dodging things. I wish I could manage to have that happen when I'm playing a Toho game, but thus far it has not occurred in a Toho game. You don't know if it's khaki colored, but you know I have trousers with ironed pleats with all the... I'm so confused by this. I am now so very confused as to this thing that you have now this word picture that you have painted, Betrayer. But also, I think that may be because, again, the caffeine has run its course. Or at least it's run part of its course. It's still... It's going to keep me up tonight. I'm not going to be able to fall asleep. But the energy, the extra energy has burned off. Oh, okay. Okay, fair. Yeah, nope, I'll give you that. I will give you that. Reassemble Drillus! Hit 6! The benefit of being fizz ranged on this, I don't ever have to look away until the next part. The next one, I'm going to have to look away for it. I think everyone except for manufacturers of women's pants wish women's pants had pockets. Oh, hey, Surecat's lasted through both of that. Am I good? Okay. I wasn't sure if I was good from that, one on the other side. Your previous Rob wouldn't give up, pants that fit because very correct. You're supposed to present that's terrible. Like, you can still have pants that fit, provide a professional look, and have pockets. They're called khakis. Well, I didn't turn around in time. Oh, I'm sure they went the cheap... You said they didn't fit well. They went the cheapest route possible. I fully acknowledge the... You can't get all four... I didn't dodge that one. You can't get all of the things in there. Okay, to be fair, I'm trying to think. So Rhoda has seen me in person, I think, 3 times. Every time, I think, has been in the summer. And I'm pretty sure every time she has seen me... No, one time was the most recent time was technically in the fall. But every time she has seen me, I have been wearing khakis. So, you know, my soul is color of khakis comes from a reason. Well, it comes from multiple reasons. You say that, Betrayer, but I've been at the beach in, Oh, gee, she's still very high. I've been at the beach in winter. Yeah, actually, amusingly, there was one point, random limb story. My parents' anniversary is in the winter, and there's a point, I don't know how the heck this happened, but, we went to a hotel on a beach for their anniversary, but also one of my friends and his family was there. So, you know, I hung out with him a lot, which definitely gave my parents time for anniversary stuff. But just the way I'm sure that my parents and my friend's parents ended up coordinating this, but it was just still interesting. And also, you know, being at a beach in the dead of winter. We didn't actually go out to the beach, but still, we did go, well, I guess we did, because I think we went down the boardwalk at one point. I am glad I went to that one. Arm's length did not last long enough this time. Nope. Also, I have a special spot in for this Popsky song, because this is the song I used to use for the longest time as my intro music. I actually had Popsky, or commissioned Popsky for making me a BRB song, and actually I should probably use the BRB song for the wheel spin possibly, but I commissioned him for a BRB song and a opening song, and I used to use the opening song for the longest time, but I admit I started to get a little tired of it being the same song every time, so I went ahead and have changed it now to the random songs that kind of go through now. Okay, I've got all this. I don't care enough about the gear. Anyway, going through. To be fair, you had pockets. You also carried around a laptop bag full of stuff. Yeah, I remember you mentioning basically doing that. Where you worked, Leo, you weren't allowed to have anything more than standard jeans pockets. Ugh. Sorry for that. Yes. Also, Arshan, yes. A backpack or messenger bag, as Betrayer is saying. Both of those are good. I personally prefer messenger bags for things just because I just like how they look aesthetically, and I feel like it's easier to deal with them. As for recommendations, it really depends on how much you're wanting to pay for it. Also, I'm almost at the level for that zone. Oh, and hey, right after the song I used to use for the longest time from Popsky for the opening song, it's now the song I used to use for just chatting and as I signed off. Well, you know what? Since it's been so long, let's use this for what I used to use it for. Because as I said, that's going to be it for me for today. I am honestly really... I have to look at both VODs There are other things that I may play around with. But, yeah, I do think this... I think this was a good, successful test. But, yeah. Arceon, if you're in the Discord, actually, I'll find out a way to reach out to you. I will find out the name of the messenger bag that I bought years back. I picked it up off of Amazon, so I can find it that way. But, yeah. Thank you all very much for joining for this stream test. Currently, I am thinking I will probably continue doing this going forward. I definitely have some things I'm going to have to mess around with because I can't use the combined chat that this service gives me because I can't do Twitch mod actions, and I'm going to need to be able to do that. The buy viewers here bots have just gotten so bad lately. But yeah. Thank you all very much for watching. As I said, I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you all do take care. And since this is all going to be in the VOD, I don't have to cut off right there. On the Twitch side of things, we're going to find someone to toss a raid over to. Actually, I realized something I can do in the future, so I may still have a cut off. Well, no, I'm just going to keep it in at this point. Anyway, who is live? You're live. You know what? Denmo's doing something, oh, nope, never mind. I see who I'm gonna raid. We're gonna raid the Juker. Juker is currently playing through Make a Good Mega Man level 3. So let's go say hi to him and wish him luck as he goes through the fan-made levels. I think he's either at the end or on the final tier of user level. So let's go say hi. Again, thank you all very much for watching, and take care.